Good morning, Chatcom. This is our Sunday morning announcement segment. So glad that you're here today, and please join us at 11:30 this morning for the morning worship service. I hope that you'll get a blessing from it. Grab your Bibles and join us for a little period of refreshing under the Spirit of God. I want to take our announcement segment this morning and announce the policy that we're going to have about reopening church services. There's nothing that is really extraordinarily different about this that is different from other churches in our area. I would imagine that many other congregations will be doing something similar, if not identical, but this is how we're going to adapt the return to church policies that so many other congregations are using, adapted just for Chatcom. So first of all, we're going to open up with a training service on May 3rd. Now, this is not for the general congregation, but rather it is a worship service and a planning center particularly for door greeters, ushers, counters, council members, that kind of thing. And this is going to, again, largely be a training and planning service. We want to make sure that we're all on the same page in regard to how we organize and arrange our services. So now that's a way of saying that we're not going to have everyone come in on Sunday, May 3rd, but we're going to have those people who are responsible to do certain jobs come in on May 3rd. Now that includes people who open the door, people who take up the offering, those kinds of things. And the policy is really arranged so that we can serve you better when we do return and regular worship services the next week. On May 3rd, we're going to spend a brief time together talking about how we're going to see people, to make sure that we use our space wisely, to make sure that people are sitting in places where they're not going to be too close to each other, so that if someone were to feel ill, no one will be real uncomfortable about being too close. So we're going to keep a reasonable distance from each other. And then the next week, Mother's Day, on May 10th, we will return for a regular worship service, but it's going to be modified. Here's what I mean by that. First, we're going to shorten the service. Usually we get out somewhere around 12:15. Now we're going to be looking to normally conclude the service sometime just before 12. Why would we do that? Well, it may be obvious, but what we're trying to do is limit the time that we're very close to one another. And that should eliminate the likelihood that any of us could contract some sort of illness. If we're together for less periods of time rather than more extended periods of time, it's probably better, at least for this first month. So that's what we're planning to do. We are going to next address kids' church, Wednesday night service, nursery, and Sunday school. All of those small group segments are going to be canceled through May. So in the case of nursery, sorry, we're not able to provide nursery. Kids' church, we're not going to be able to provide those ministries on Sunday through the month of May. Sunday school, because those people, including adults, tend to sit in close space together, we're not going to be having Sunday school during the month of May. And then Wednesday night service, we'll plan on not having Wednesday night service live in person, although we would expect to continue video church on Wednesday night. The teens, we will invite the teens to come in and meet. They'll be welcome to come in. Sunday night services will be held, but they will be shortened, whereas usually we go somewhere around an hour. It will be shortened somewhere around 45 minutes. And any other classes, any other gatherings, we'll plan on not holding in the month of May. So this is going to be a limited, very different, shortened, simplified schedule that we keep, basically to repeat Sunday morning, Sunday night, shortened services, no classes, no small groups, but those shortened services will begin on May 10th. We will have a training session on May 3rd. So you're seeing this the last Sunday of April, and so for you it will be 2 weeks from today, Mother's Day, when we will meet and begin our live worship services again. Now, if you have any questions, all you really have to do is go to any of the comment sections on Facebook and just type in your question or call me. I'll be glad to talk with you individually about what that means for you in your particular situation, but it's going to be okay. If we're careful, if we are healthy, if we're strategic about meeting, I think that everybody will find that this is a good, easy way to begin again and will minimize the risk of infection. So God bless you. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'll plan to see you today at 11:30 and again at 7 o'clock. God bless.